Hi, everybody. So, I think I may have screwed up and gotten the wrong video in the wrong order. No, maybe not. We'll see in a second. Anyway, we're working on the top skins, the left wing. No, they haven't been primed either. So, in the last video, we were dimpling the inboard top skin. And now, it appears I am dimpling the ribs. So when you first put the ribs onto the main spar, you only dimple the bottoms. You do not dimple the tops. Which is ironic because you don't put the bottom skins on until later. But you go ahead and you dimple the bottom of the ribs, but you don't dimple the tops. Then you put the top skins on, because you have to do a little bit of some match drilling and stuff like that. Then you dimple the ribs. Now I know why, because dimpled metal, the clecos, if you just open it up just a little bit too far, those clecos won't actually grab. So okay, good, we are dimpling, so I did do this in the right order. So having previously dimpled the inboard top skin, now it's time to dimple the outboard top skin. And this thing is large, and I was not about to build some kind of 7.5 foot wide attachment for the DRDD2. Here's an interesting camera angle for you. So what you have to do instead is you have to just get creative with the angles. That's all it really is. And again, so every size 40 hole in the outboard skin, with the exception of the wing tip attach points, gets riveted. So on one side, you've got a double row, and those are the ones I'm working on right now on that side. That double row is actually where it overlaps for the inboard skin. One row actually overlaps. Now, so they technically both overlap the inboard skin. So the inboard skin will have two overlapped rows of rivets, and then one of those rows actually is also on top of a rib. And so I thought, it's such a pain in the butt. I've got that last row, which is the very aft side of the top skin. I went ahead and just did it with the squeezer. And here I am also dimpling the J channels. So way back in the beginning, and I think I've talked about this, way back in the beginning of the wings, you start off by clecoing up and match drilling some J channels that you attach to the spars. The reason you're doing that is because that lays down the hole pattern that you need for the J channels that actually go through the stiffeners. They are not attached to the spar, they're attached to the skin. And it's the same hole pattern on the actual spar itself as it is for the skin in the J channel. So now that everything is dimpled and everything is cleaned, that's me opening it up and doing the priming, which I've already done thanks to the magic of the stop button. So here I am clecoing up. Now, so the back of the skins, the only place that I primed was, again, where the ribs or J channel will meet. Any place that metal meets metal, that always gets primed. Including the entire area where the doublers are, because that is a pretty big area. And then it's clecoing for days. So when you start, oh yeah, that reminds me. So I had to take the whole thing down because there were two holes that I forgot. You gotta keep an eye out because there's two holes where the inboard aileron hinge bracket attachment is. You put on a kind of a fake rib that goes on the opposite side of the regular rib, and so there's two holes that you need for that, and don't forget those are there. I know that all the words that are coming out of my mouth don't make sense, but when you're doing it yourself, you'll see. So now that everything's dimpled up, you can just go ahead and start riveting. I haven't really started it yet. Oh, yeah. And here I am actually attaching that AN3 bolt that got screwed up before. When you start to rivet these on, what Van suggests is that you start in the center of each skin and kind of go outwards in a circle to prevent bubbling or oil. What do they call it? Oil panning, oil tinning, oil canning. Which thankfully I haven't seen yet, but also haven't gotten started yet. But that will happen in the next video. So the next time you see me, we will be riveting skins onto wings. So see you soon.